Brothers and sisters, this is Brother G Wilson _D. Make a quick video. Make a story video hopefully later on today or sometime tomorrow, or at least very soon, within the next few days. I want to talk about this Fat Joe thing real quick. Fat Joe is a coach of Vultures. Point blank, he's a coach of Vultures. But we allowed this mess to infiltrate our culture. When you hear opposite Pete Rock, you hear him talking smack. He's a coach of Vultures. Mr. a coach of Vultures. So that is the same coach of Vultures. It's sad, man. Some of these dudes are tarnishing their image. They was able to weather themselves in our community, starting to dress like us, talk like us, supposedly act like us, but they're not us. But we should be very careful. As Aboriginal Americans, we need to be careful. Now, you hear that idiot Omar Johnson want to talk about American Africans. That idiot, man. Anybody know damn African here? Most so-called black Americans are Aboriginal to this land or descended of some black Europeans. Right? And I know that our ancestors did not go around calling themselves Moors and Indians. They went by their nation. So I make that clear because I'm hearing people talking about our ancestors because we were known as, we would call ourselves Moors, Ethiopians, and they call us that. So I'm hearing people give out false information, misinformation, nonsense. Start doing like some Negro splaining. But Fat Joe is a culture appropriator. Rosa Perez is a culture appropriator. A lot of these people came to appropriate and pimp our culture. But I want you, brothers and sisters, to peep one thing. None of those so-called African content creators that are based here in America or over in Africa or in Europe who love to talk about the dysfunctionality of certain things in the black community, Aboriginal American community, with celebrities and everything like Jay-Z and Sean Puffy Combs. Where are they at with the Fat Joe thing? Where are they? I don't hear any of them talking about that. And if you subscribe to them, you brothers and sisters need to challenge them. Why are they not talking about that? Why are they not talking about Fat Joe? All right, the fixed mulatto. Why are you not talking about Fat Joe? Huh? Why are you not talking about his ass? Why didn't they talk about that chick who talked about slave food? Most of them didn't say nothing about that. None of those doggone so-called African YouTube content creators who always talk about and criminal, always talk about so-called black Americans. You don't hear them talk about this Fat Joe incident. You don't hear anything from Lovely T or Alejo. You don't hear anything from that impressive chick. They're not going to say it. But they'll talk about other things. But when it comes to us reclaiming our culture, being front end in our culture, they're quiet. None of them are saying anything. I think, brothers, you need to challenge those Negroes, man. You need to challenge them. Why they haven't said anything? But they'll be quick to say something when certain brothers and sisters talking about delineating. They're quick to talk about that. Lovely T was quick to attack Waka Flocka on identifying himself as a quote an Indian. Who the hell is she supposed to say anything? She's a Nigerian. Who the hell is she supposed to tell him he's African? But this is the mindset that we're allowed to get away. Because you just looked at someone with melanated skin, so-called black, and you just embraced them, and they exploiting and pimping your culture. And that's what these individuals are doing. Now, when I look at Fat Joe, I see him as a fixed mulatto. All right. A lot of those Latinos identify themselves as white, but he looks like a fixed mulatto. Just like you see the people running around North Africa today, in Southern Europe, those are fixed mulattoes, man. What I mean that even though he has a paler skin, there's certain things about he does have Negro in him, but he's not one. He's not one of us. And when you look at his nose and his mouth, you can tell that black gene stays in there for a long time. That strand stays in there, even though has been bleached out through certain segments of society. This is why I don't promote anything interracial, because I know our history globally and how it was a concerted effort to bleach us out. Some of you Negroes don't understand. I can love who I want to love, marry who I want. Okay, fine, whatever. You're helping to participate in bleaching yourself out, and none of these damn so-called white folks will acknowledge the fact that they're not the original people in any of these damn regions of the world. But you want to sit there and lay down with them, procreate with them, which is sick. But I digress. Even with these other Negroes, man, you mess up your bloodline. Because I noticed that instead of promoting two Aboriginal blacks together, You want to make this black person, male or female, with a foreign black, like an African. You can't have two Aboriginal black Americans. It's a problem. These people fear us coming together and procreating and maintaining our bloodline and passing our culture and our genes. These people really hate that, because a lot of these white folks don't know who we really are. They know who the original people of America are. They know that. A lot of them do. Some of them just ignorant, but a lot of them do know. Don't be fooled. A lot of them do know. But Fat Joe is a culture appropriator, and like these other people, you need to reclaim your history and your total culture. Stop allowing people, stop inviting them to the so-called outing. Stop inviting them. You need to start screening people, man. I'm not saying that everyone with a certain background is out to do us wrong, but too many of them. And you gotta come to that grips and understand it, man. We need to look out for ourselves first, man. Stop with this universal love the whole damn world. Love yourself first. Build for yourself first. These other individuals should not come over here and benefit off of scholarships or anything. When Jabari and the Amon Ra crew try to tell you who you are, you teaching at a damn university that was built on the backs of Negro slaves, stolen from land from Aboriginal Negro Indians, man, he can go to hell. And he gonna try to tell you who you are. Stop listening to these half-baked Negroes, man. I told you before, like even with the Cajuns, man, that goes back to the Negroes, man. Creoles totally go back to Negroes, not mulattoes. But that's how white folks, they would try to creep and write themselves and stuff they had nothing to do with, man. Nothing. I've studied this stuff for years. I don't listen to these little Pan-Africans like Umar and these other Negro interpreters of our history to relegate our history to a fake-ass ship called Catilda, which didn't exist. And all this other little fake-ass stuff that they keep throwing out there, man. They're kind of trying to keep a certain narrative that we're brought over here in slave ships when we were already here. I meant to do a video about the Atlantic Ocean, man. I'm eventually do one on that. There's some videos I want to eventually do, but I haven't gotten into it yet. But I'm gonna get to it. But I just want to get that off my chest, man. Stop allowing these other people to appropriate your culture. You know, damn well no damn Puerto Ricans or no Caribbeans starting no so-called hip-hop, because the music was based on Aboriginal American music, period. That's why these clowns trying to claim R&B, rap, jazz, and blues, trying to say it's African or Caribbean or Afro-Latino. That's thievery, man. And then tell us we have no culture. No, Negro, you don't have one. So you need to protect what's yours